Hey guys, what is up? NYK31 here, Madden 20, and this is the conclusion of the Arizona slash Air Raid 4-way Weekend League Part 2. I did not play a full Weekend League. I just was like, okay, let's get to 10 wins, then call it a day. I wasn't going to go through that. But anyhow, again, running the Arizona playbook here, and I'm also going to talk a little bit more in detail about how I've been playing defense for the past few Maddens, really. I'll go into more information as far as that's concerned. I did my coverage breakdown stuff earlier in the year. Those videos are up on my channel. I have an entire section devoted to breaking down all the coverages in the game. But, here we go on offense first. And you want to run quick slant, eh? Well, look at the receiver get auto-chucked upfield, and he releases like he's damn near running a skinny post. Not good. Quick slant is the most unsafe, the most dangerous concept you can call in Madden. The odds of it going well for you are just very, very slim. But anyway, so we're right back on offense here, and he is blitzing the barn pretty liberally. Run the angle route, make a miss there. His user whiffs, and we are off at the races. So, yep, got a blitzing maniac on our hands. So, now we're back on defense, and we are in... I run primarily quarters, palms, cover 6, cover 9, cover 3 buzz, and cover 2. And he's playing out a bunch. No one's open. Sack fumble. I was in cover 9 there. Quarters to the weak side. And cover 2 to the strong, or the bunch side. And when you run route combos like that, that is when you will get frustration with match coverages. If you're running just crossers all going in the same direction, you're just going to run yourself into leverage defenders. The guys who give my coverages the most trouble are the ones who have routes going to both sides of the field at multiple depths. If you're just running most of your routes just deep and from one side of the field to the other, you're going to have a long day. And really, these are real-life coverage concepts, as I've gone over. No one is playing landmark, spot drop zone coverages anymore. They're either playing man match at a zone or pattern read at a zone, and I'll go into the difference between those two at a later date. And defenses will make stick calls situationally as needed, and then you have pure man coverage. And again, here he's in quarters, and as you can see, all the routes are going the same way. And he's running right into a leverage deep defender. And he was playing out of near close. He's running west coast. And that's what the mediocre to bad gun bunch and near close players play. And they get slaughtered every single time. The good ones, they're more creative as far as where they have their routes coming from, the depth of their routes, and putting stress on your users, and challenging the match rules in the game, which can be defeated like any other coverage in the game. And there's also coverage bugs you got to account for. But by and large, over the past couple of years, I think they've done a pretty admirable job of implementing these modern coverage concepts into the game, which is long overdue, and this guy quits out pretty early. And I'll still play the old school cover 2, Tampa 2 stuff. I'll play cover 2, show 4. I'll play cover 2, sync. Cover 3, double buzz as well. And I primarily play out of a 2-high shell. I'm in a 2-high shell 90% of the time with some 4-6 bear thrown in there when I absolutely have to have it. And I'll play some single high here and there. I don't play a whole heck of a lot of pure man coverage with all the route chemistries and route abilities that are in the game now. That's a very tough proposition to do. And here I know this has to get him upset. He's, sky kicks, but I have Marcus Allen as one of my people on my kickoff return. He's got 97 speed, so that can happen to you. And he's going to pause the game like a true degenerate and do his little venting. And his guy's MO is to start out in shotgun tight, motion over to basically create a bunch, and he's going to try to out-leverage my defenders there. He's got a golden ticket Julio Jones, so we got some answers to that. This is straight quarters. The trips check for quarters is solo, and all that means is that the solo side receiver is in man coverage. I'm using the weak side safety because he's a little bit dicey against trips and quarters. And I'm basically playing a robber slash look for the number 3 vertical or the next deepest crosser from the backside. Now the quarter flat ended up running with a solo side receiver as well, which he shouldn't have done. His he didn't have anyone wheeling out of the backfield to his side, so his job would basically be to look back inside for the shallow crosser, intermediate crosser, to help disrupt that as it comes right into him. Again, the quarters trips checks are a little bit buggy. The palms ones are much better. Long guard situation here. I'm in just $3 cloud, protect the sticks, and he just throws it right to Jamal Adams. And I'm almost gonna run this back in for a touchdown, but not quite. So knocking on the door. This is where the Arizona playbook has a bit of an issue. You don't have much in the way of ways to muscle the ball in there. Try to do a little touch pass. I don't know where he came from. I thought I had a nice little alley there for a little while, but it closed up. So I settled for 3 here, up 10-0. And in pretty good shape. Anytime you're up 2 possessions in Madden, you're in pretty good shape. He's going to try to run the ball here a little bit. The run fitting in this game is just so passive. They don't get downhill at all. Cover 6 here. Quarters to the strong side. He's going to motion to create a bunch here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to man press the number 1 receiver to that side, which was the golden ticket Julio Jones. Good rally down there by the quarter flat. Once he comes off and creates that initial cushion on the number 2 vertical, that's how the quarter flat should play. Rally and try to reduce yards after the catch. Just looking to contest downfield routes as much as possible and close on the short stuff to eliminate yards after the catch as much as possible. Here I'm in palms. The palms check in trips is special, meaning that the number 1 receiver on the trip side is manned up. So I just manned them up myself because you get animation transition issues when you just leave it as it is. So I know he's man locked, so I man coverage him myself. I press him, and corners at this point in the year are so good that I'm not really afraid of doing that. There he just pressed the golden ticket Julio Jones, who ran a short out route, and the quarter flat he had number 2 vertical. The quarter flat and the strong side safety, they're now playing 2 read with the 2 and 3 receiver on that side, since the number 1 receiver is man locked. So he's struggling a little bit right now. Again, it's all about learning the coverage rules and then how to attack them on the other side of it. Cover 9 is usually my favorite trips check here. I play the mid read like Tampa 2. Quarters is on the weak side. The weak side safety will have number 3 vertical. I recognize that, so I pass him off. I trust it. And there was no vertical threat for the corner, so that crosser runs into double coverage. Match coverage in general is not that complicated. Quarters rules, if you can count to 3, you can play quarters. Coach Mackey can attest to this. Coach Mackey is a high school football coach with a great YouTube channel. High school kids can learn quarters. If they can learn it, you can learn it as far as applying it to a video game. So on to the next game. I'm setting up my Audi Bulls. All in all, I didn't mind my little foray into the Zona playbook. I hadn't looked at it for quite some time, and I've been kind of harsh on it pretty much all year long. Here he has Moss activated. You know what that means. So we're going to send everybody and hope we don't get hosed, and we can actually animate against the damn guy. But, the Zona playbook has its challenges, has its shortcomings, but the potential with it is there. It definitely is. If the game can clean up some stuff, it'll be a lot more viable. And like I said, we don't animate. My user is there, I don't animate, and with the Moss ability active, such as it is, that's gonna happen. And here I got, stuck on my defensive tackle. I got quick snap, so ignore that drive completely. So we're down 7-0, and we're gonna start out here in gun doubles, drag under. The drag is not there. I have to kind of throw in the run there and improvise, and we get a nice little game there. Just trying to get into a rhythm, and here comes the blitz looks. Get the ball out of there hot. Some quicks work, others don't. Hopefully you find the ones that do. Take the angle route. Jeez. I'll come back to that later on in the game. And, here I just kind of decided to say, screw it, I'm going to go for it. And I actually end up getting it. Wow. On 4th and 14. Here he's going to back off the pressure, and his user's kind of trailing the play, so I tempt fate a little bit there and decide to take a shot at it and get some good run after catch. RPO time. Good little rhythm going on. Nice and early. Establish a good rhythm early, and now we're going to get sacked by Clowney doing Clowney stuff, so not much you can do when that happens. Here comes the pressure. Outside shallow crosses seem to be much better against these pressure looks than the ones from the slots or the tight ends. They don't get jostled around quite as much. Touch pass, get outside. So we're percolating pretty good. Another RPO. We're going to just keep on doing these until he figures it out. Avoid the enforcer. For verts, catch him in some type of cloud coverage here, and we hit him right between the corner and the safety. Knocking on the door, run some sweetness. Looking to kick open the door, and we do not. And now we're going to get run committed. Get run commit out of the game, please. It's cartoonish. It's unnecessary. Just replace that with just overall better soundness and run fitting, please. And some line stunting. That'd be helpful as well. That'd be a heck of a lot better than something cartoonish like that. So back on defense we are. Now he's in single back close. Motioning over. We shift with him. Trying to get outside. There you go. Way to play force. Way to come down and fill your gap. Run the alley with the safety there. Very nice. We're going to be in 3 buzz match here against 2x2. Try to close off the middle of the field. I don't know what he was running there. It had that back coming out of the backfield, but I don't know what he was thinking as far as what he was trying to do route combination-wise other than that. So 4th down, he's going to go for it. And he comes out in pistol. I'm going to be in straight cover 3 press here out of 2 high. And again, most of what I do is from a 2 high look. We have a spy there. We're protecting the sticks. So the robber is sitting right by the 1st down marker, and he tries to do a quote-unquote Madden cover 3 beater. In real life, that would not be that close because the safety would top that route instead of just letting it run right by him. But we're able to recover. So we get the ball back, run some mesh here, do a little playmaker to get the receiver to move with me. Scramble rules. I mean, come on. Let's get him in the game, please. Don't get the one-on-one shot there. So again, another field goal. Too many field goals. Don't like that. So back on defense, and you're probably thinking to yourself, okay, you say that most teams, when they play zone coverage, they play man match or pattern read. Well, what about the Legion of Boom Seattle Seahawks scheme? The Pete Carroll, Gus Bradley, cover 3 type single high T scheme that the Seahawks played, the Jags, Falcons, Niners, that everyone tries to copy. Well, they play a combination of techniques. They'll play palms out of cover 3. They'll play box, depending on the splits and the formations that they're facing. They'll play cloud. They'll play the Nick Saban, Liz Rip pattern match cover 3 on one side, usually the side Richard Sherman was on, and pattern reading spot drops on the other. And all pattern reading is versus pattern match. The best way to think about that is that you drop to your zone depth, you carry the receiver through your zone depth, but you're not matching them vertical, but you're squeezing that window tighter than just a plain old spot drop. The example that I use all the time is cover 2 when safeties are allowing post routes to cross their face. What would happen is they would drive down on the post route on a 45-degree angle trying to close the window as much as they can. Will they still get beat on it? More than likely they will. But it reduces the margin of error for the quarterback. If the ball is thrown poorly or if the ball is thrown late, they're in position to make a play on it. But anyway, back on offense here. I'm up 9-7, and here comes the 1-4-6. But we're in 21 personnel, 2 backs. And that is what should happen when you have little guys out there trying to take guards head on. Try the tight end RPO. Only get, could have probably bounced that one back outside. Only gained about 4 yards on that. If that was a blitz, it's probably a touchdown. Gonna try a little bit of Y cross here. Audible to mesh post. Probably gonna be covered 2. Don't really have anything there. That was covered well. And again, I'm at the point where I'm done with these, with mesh getting just chucked around. I want to start just re-hot routing the drags to eliminate that, so I have an underneath option that's a little bit more smooth. And here I get sacked. So another field goal. So 12-7. At least I'm up. But, 4 field goals, it's not what I had in mind. So back on defense we go. And now he's going to try to get his run on, as most people who, when they're facing some problems in Madden, will do. That's their security blanket. Back in the pistol again. Probably going to try to run some zone read here. Nope, he's going to try to throw the ball. And throws a corner route right where the corner is, but that time he does not drive on it, so gets a completion right in front of him. Still trying to run the ball out of strong eye. Going to go wide 9 there. He still gets around LT somehow. It could have been worse. Good old human joystick. Some people consider this stick skill. I do not, but it is what it is. So he's knocking on the door. That time we hold. Try to hold again. I thought for sure he's going to run QB draw here, but he does not, and our spy gets him. There we spot drop. So you see I'm 90 to 95% match, and the rest of it being spot drop zones, protect the stick zones. And there he runs a corner route right to where, again, the corner should have been. Tries to go for the 2-point conversion on the HV blast. Does not get it. So we're only down 1. Again, outside drag seems to have more success than the inside ones. Gonna blitz again. Hit the angle route. Barely get it off. 2-minute warning. See if we can get some clutch Kia action going. And there I get sacked. That's unfortunate. So I gotta stop him here. Got to get 3 and out. Good start. Need a couple more of those. We do our job there again. So we're going to hold him to 3, and we're going to have a chance. Kick is up. It's good. So, got to clutch up here. He's going to be in 4 drop. I catch him on his defensive lineman, so it's only a 2-man rush. Again, hit that drag from the outside. Going to try for that again. He's in too deep here. He's actually, and this happens to me a lot. I play so much quarters and palms. They try to run it against me, but they don't know what they're doing. I dial up one of my favorite quarters beaters. I have the square in, clearing out the safety. I have a double move corner post coming from the outside, right behind it. It roasts the off coverage defender, and we get the go ahead touchdown. You can't out quarters Mr. Quarters. Learn it first, then use it. Maybe that's why he did that. Who knows? Anyway, back on defense in this situation, I will change the mid-read into cover 9 to middle third, use of the vertical hook. He had nothing there. He's now starting to release more guys, and there. That's what you got to do. If you releasing 3 versus match is a suicide mission. He's going to try it again, but we flipped the sides, and at that time we had it. So, there you go. So anyway, and as far as adjustments are concerned, the more savvy the opponent is, the more corrections I need to make in order to combat stuff. And that's all, opponent savviness specific. And you're not going to always have answers for everything. No defense does. Again, I'm in C6, C9. It's pretty much this entire possession. I'm going to be on the vertical hook here. I have the mid-read just changed to middle third. Just protecting deep here is my number 1 priority. And he's going to throw it right to me. And that's going to ice the game. So there you have it. So again, if you want to learn more about coverage rules, how they apply to Madden, how they should work, how they work, what needs to be changed, how to attack things, coverage-wise, I have an entire video section on my channel, Madden 20 coverages, where I break down every single coverage in the game. this late in the year, it doesn't hurt to brush up on that in preparation for next year. So again, I played until I got 10 wins. I finished at 10-2. And that was it for my weekend league. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I will talk to y'all later. Peace.